For the second stage of this week, man, I wanna touch something that I didn't know it was so good. I knew it existed, but I didn't know it was that good.
Stage 2.
Stage 2, baby. And that big topic is basically Cobra Kai on Netflix, because I mean, I know that it existed on YouTube. What is it called? YouTube Red? Was it?
Yeah,
YouTube Red.
YouTube Red. I wasn't gonna pay for another streaming service. I believe that's the only thing that had me interested in YouTube Red. So I kind of say, man, I want to watch this, but I'm not gonna pay for this. So I'm just gonna skip and maybe later watch it some other format. Well, now finally, Netflix pick it up. Apparently YouTube wasn't gonna renew them for season 3. On their back of their heads, it was always an idea to go with Netflix. I believe the show was previously pitched to Netflix, but Netflix passed on it and YouTube grabbed it. So now finally it's on Netflix and they're already committed for a 3rd season. And I'm going to start this conversation by saying this, and then I'm going to let you guys discuss. And I believe this is the most important part of this conversation. I believe when I first started watching, I went in without any expectation, but I believe that if you're gonna revive a franchise, any franchise that has a cult following and a history and beloved characters, this is the standard. Yeah. This is how you do it. You hear me, Star Wars? This is how you do this shit. And again, maybe we gotta edit this, but I'm very passionate about this because I don't know how you guys felt, but me, by just watching those first couple of episodes, it just did it the right way. It's introduced me again to this world. How many years away was 34 years after the original events, with the main characters. They
almost as old as Mario.
Yeah, they correct. They grabbed me by the hand with William Zabka, which is basically this dude, Lawrence,
Danielson,
Johnny Lawrence, and bro, it felt so good just to, I mean, see how he was doing, see how everybody was doing, pretty much just getting to get invested in this with the characters that I do love, and how do I know them? I mean, they were a little bit more different right now, of course. Actually, I might say better, because they actually capture some 3D aspects of that personality, which I enjoy. But then little by little, they're always also introducing these other characters. They didn't start with the new characters. They start with the old, and pretty much the story is building up around those characters. And of course, I know the kids are going to take, the main stage at some point. But again, it was so well done, the introduction to this universe, that to me, man, I'm just loving every second of it. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think about this series?
I just want to put it out there right now. I only seen the first 2 episodes on the trial on YouTube, and then I just canceled that sucker. But now that it's on Netflix, I am going to continue watching it. So
we're going to try to do no spoilers on this one because of Manny.
Please.
Well, actually, the first 2 episodes is like a perfect benchmark for the show. And I'll say I watched everything on YouTube. I paid for YouTube Red for a month, and I watched 4 things, and then I went, okay, that was all of that. I'm done now.
And you guys watched the movies, right? You did watch the original movies.
Yeah, I've watched Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid, and also the one with Jaden Smith. But yeah, I watched it to where I can know. So yeah, no, I watched it on YouTube Red. I think following the bad guy was a brilliant idea. Like I didn't expect that. What is it? It's Johnny. That's Danielson's the main kid from Karate Kid. Yeah.
Yes, he's the main. I believe that it was a great writing just to add 3-dimensional aspect to these characters, because remember, back in the day was good and evil, black and white. These guys are too extreme. We are actually more balanced. But real world is not like that. I believe there's an episode that actually tackles that. Again, I'm not gonna go into specifics, but there's a moment in time where John is reflecting about his mantra, which is basically Cobra Kai mantra: strike first, strike hard, no mercy. And he's saying this has to be an evolved Cobra Kai, because back in the day it didn't work. It doesn't work now. So
we should do really quick, like just a little bit more based on that. On the rare occasions that our listeners listen and haven't seen Karate Kid for some reason, Daniel-san gets trained by Master, goes to the final tournament. Bad guy or the champion of the final round of the final tournament. Classic 80s or 80s bully. He's how's he gonna do it? Believe it or not, he does it. So he wins first episode, and that's what happened.
Good guy. New guy gets to town. Good guy falls in love with a girl. Goes with another guy. Guys get bullied, and at the end, I beat the guy because he's bad, and I get the girl. So it's very 80s, very 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 nostalgic.
You've probably never seen that kind of story.
Not cliche at all. But again, they were like I was saying, they were reflecting on that mantra, and Johnny basically mentions life is not black and white; it's gray as well. So we're seeing this little 3D dimensions on these characters that you see that Johnny is not completely bad, and you also see that Daniel San is not perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm loving that they're tackling those aspects and they're giving more substance to us when it comes to these characters, not just only write them up just to basically make a quick buck. Hey, watch us. This is Karate Kid. Remember, buy our stuff. No, it's made in a way that you fell in love with these characters again. You're going through their journey once more. You're interested in their decisions because you were so invested back in the day. So now, because they're being treated with respect, it's a fun ride through memory lane. So I gotta say, if you guys are on the fence of watching this, you got my blessing. Manny, I want to ask you something before I continue. So you said you only watched 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But you did watch the original movie, right?
Yeah.
So how does that episode make you feel? Like, what do you feel that watching those first episodes and just getting into it for the first time?
Like exciting because I honestly ever since I watched the Karate Kid movie a while back, I thought that was just one and done and that was it. And then when I saw the trailer for Cobra Kai, I'm like, wait, they're bringing this back? Like, holy crap, dude. So it's kind of good to see some good familiar faces and stuff. I'm like, oh damn, dude, this is what's up. But no, I mean, just the fact that it was on YouTube Red, I just did the free trial. I didn't really want to pay for the subscription because there's other subscriptions that I'm paying for right now.
Yeah.
So what? Let me just
the same way.
Let me just not gonna say anything right now. So yeah, I'm just glad it's on Netflix right now. Let's just do like that.
Sadly, was a hard pass. And something else I want to mention, because again, this series is not perfect, not by a long shot. It's cheesy as hell.
Well, compared to other reboots.
Yeah. It's. I mean, this is basically my critique because I'm a fan of Karate Kid, but I know what I'm watching. It's like one of those guilty pleasures. And you say, this is bad, but I like it.
The world needs a little cheesy right now, dude. To be honest, so it's I think it's in good taste that Netflix brought it out just because of that. I think they knew what was going on. So you know what, people need to just
I'll be honest with you. The kids are kicking it out of the park. They're really, really, really good kid actors. When it comes to the main characters, which is the one that we love, Ralph Malki or William Sapka, they're not that good. Sapka defend himself from time to time. Ralph Malki is just horrible acting. I don't know how to say it. I mean, he was good when he was a kid, not anymore. It's just I don't know. He's the only one that pulls me out of Karate Kid. But again, it's Ralph Malki, so I'm still okay, I'm gonna tolerate this and I'm gonna push through.
What's so funny you say that, because my brain receives that information the same way, but in a different way, because I know that this is the sugary cereal version of TV where I'm I don't care, I like it, I'm happy because I can see that he's not. I can see it with my eyes and hear that he's not acting as well as everybody else. But I'm no, that makes sense. In this universe, he talks different or whatever. It works.
You make it work,
dude. My brain makes it, forces it to happen. I'm just yes, I like it more.
And that's the thing that they punch you. I'm not gonna say just punch us upon. They punch you with a really bad acting, and then at some point they just segue you with a scene that they give you an amazing flashback, and that's when you're basically drawn back to it like a zombie, because it's done so well. I believe on the few first episodes, and again I'm not spoiling anything, they kind of visit a few locations that were basically shot by shot back in the day from the movie. And dude, it's they're basically punching your heart with nostalgia, really, really, really hard. Again, you can overlook that horrible acting just because your eyes are just so into it that you can just not look away. It's kind of weird, the feeling, but it feels good. So if this is gonna be this the if you're gonna bring somebody from the past, you gotta make me feel this way. And I can overlook a lot of things, but you gotta make me feel this way.
I'd say that it lives as, I mean, if for some reason I hadn't seen Karate Kid, I would have still enjoyed this. It's very smile worthy. Like, it's fun.
It's an
I mean,
easy watch.
Yeah, it's a very easy watch. If you've never seen Karate Kid, this is also a very, very easily digestible watch. Immediately, episode 1 is pleasant, attractive, and it makes you want to watch the rest.
Yeah. It's like 30 minutes per episode, 10 episodes per season. I don't know if they're going to continue this format for the third season on Netflix. Maybe they stretch it a little bit because, dude, it's been number 1 for days now.
Oh, wow.
Like people have been streaming that. You know that Netflix has the top 10 for the day. Trending wise, it's been number 1 ever since it was. I don't know if today right now it's number 1, but I mean, just a moment ago I saw it. It was still number 1. So the reaction has been super positive. So I believe this is a show to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be. I would probably say like maybe 5 seasons tops. They can probably stretch something out like that.
That's a good argument because I just don't want them to stretch it so long that it just becomes stale. You know,
Yeah.
I think 3 seasons is enough. Like, if they do 3 seasons, if Netflix pays for another season. By the way, it's weird to hear that Netflix didn't greenlight something. Like, when you first started talking about this, you're saying Netflix denied it. That's so foreign to me.
I believe they don't deny it. It's just that YouTube Red like grab it from them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They pitched faster and they just took them over because I believe Netflix always was interested. It's just that probably at that time, and again, this is my assumptions, because when William Sapka was doing the interview, he never said that Netflix wasn't interested. It's just that pretty much he insinuated that YouTube just strike first.
That was how they wanted to launch YouTube Red. That makes sense. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I encourage you guys to do the same. I agree with Chris. I don't want it for them to stretch it so long. I believe maybe 3 seasons, 4 seasons should be okay. But to be honest with you, I doubt it. I believe Netflix, it's kind of a surprise.